like one lucky son of a bitch. So I've known these two for a very long time, so naturally I have a lot to say to these two. So bear with me, this speech might take a little bit longer than you might have anticipated, but I do hope to keep you guys all entertained.
You will.
So, I met Miss Jamie Chang back when we were mere children at Alameda High. As many of you guys know, Jamie was super popular. Everyone knew who she was. She was senior class president. She was nominated for homecoming court. She knew all the cool kids. All the boys wanted her. I mean, you just don't get more popular than that. And me? I was this shy, dorky, mouthy, quiet kid. Kind of ghetto. I know it's a little bit hard to believe if you guys know me now. But anyways, when Jamie befriended me, I could not believe it. I was like, Jamie Chang wants to hang out with me? I was like, dang, I'm going to be like cool. I'm going to be one of the cool kids now. But in reality, I never became cool. You know, I was like in Jamie's shadow. But it was great though. You know, she kind of shaped me to the woman I am today. Loud, goofy, kind of obnoxious in public. Pretty much exactly like her. Oh, and are you guys all familiar with this concept called peer pressure? Are you guys? Well, Jamie practiced this on me a lot. She was very good at getting me to try new things, you know, experimenting, if you will. Things that you wouldn't probably tell your parents,
Wow.
even to this day. Let's just say that I was little Miss Goody Two-Shoes before I met this one. But, you know, I have to say that we had nothing but good memories. So, good times, Jamie. Good times. Let me move on by telling you how Jamie met Chris. So, we were both in this, like, marketing club called DECA, which to this day, I have no idea what it stood for. But, we went to this trip off in Milpitas or something. And we were introduced to, all of us were introduced to Chris by their mutual friend, Jason Finicum. Jason Finicum. So we were introduced to Chris, and I think Jason had all the intention in the world to introduce Chris to this other girl. But then, and I think this other girl, who was actually friends with us, I think this other girl actually had interest in Chris as well. And so I actually thought that they were going to hook up. But then Jamie swooped in and was like, bitch, that guy is mine. Oh, y'all didn't know that Jamie was a man stealer, now did you? But, you know, towards the end, you know, Chris told me that he only had eyes for Jamie. And I was like, oh, it's truly a story of love at first sight. Or Chris was just trying to cover his ass. I don't know. I think it's more the latter. Just saying. So then they started hanging out more. And then Jamie asked Chris to our senior prom. So anyway, so Jamie wore this form-fitting, backless, you know, little sequin dress, looking all good and sexy for her new boyfriend. And Chris comes in sporting frosted tips. I mean, imagine the most douchey guy you've ever experimented with, you've ever seen in your life, and put Chris's face on it. I mean, really, seriously, was that bad. So we got our group, after we got our group on at San Francisco City Hall, you know, I'm like following them because we went to this after party at the Hyatt. We go to this after party at the Hyatt, right? And so I'm like following these two. And then I save your life. Number 2, you cackled like an evil witch when you know you were just on the verge of killing your friends in your car. Number 3, one could go to your house for months and not realize there would be a cute old dog in your backyard because you never mentioned him or ever paid any attention to him. Oliver, rest in peace. You are, number 4, you are ingenious. No, really. Jamie even said this to herself. She has boldly claimed that she is ingenious. Number 5, you make up weird words like breathy. Number 6, you make up strange theories about how asphalt is associated with San Francisco heat. Number 7, you stop at green lights but think it's okay to cross intersections at red lights. Number 8, you freak out unnecessarily over movies that aren't scary like Signs. Yet you usually watch shows like Supernatural. Number 9, you'll see a girl that we went to high school with and saying to me quietly, "Oh my God, I hate that bitch. I hate her." And then when she approaches us, you'll give her a fat hug and be like, "Hey girl, I've been seeing you for so long. God, we should hang out." Give me your number. Number 10. You keep a jar of Christmas balls on the top shelf of your closet. Seriously though, Jamie, you've been such a wonderful friend to me. Aside from all the really great memories that I can't relive in this speech without making everyone stay here all night, I'd like to tell you that you're a caring, loving, funny, supportive, and just overall an awesome friend. I love that you and I are so drama-free. It's pretty fantastic. You are also the best drinking and eating buddy ever. And since I moved to the city, sorry, a lot of adrenaline, sorry.
She's breathy.
Are you breathy? I'm kind of breathy. Since I moved to the city, I've really missed our weekly TKB dinner, TV Thursday nights, and making fun of Thea when she cries during Grace. And just hanging out regularly with you, but I know that we're both going to be friends for life. And you have such a positive personality, full of good spirit and generosity, and I've always admired these qualities about you. You're growing up to be just as amazing as your mother was. She would have been so proud and thrilled to see you looking as beautiful as you do tonight. Marrying someone who couldn't be more perfect for you. And I think she was here tonight because it was like perfect weather out there. So, and that is my cue to talk about Chris. Chris, not only do I share fond memories with Jamie, I've shared a lot of good memories with you. I can't stand here and talk about everything, but I do want to tell you how grateful I am for all the following things. 1. I'm sorry. 1, to carry me in a moving vehicle while I threw with the door open during New Year's Eve. 2, putting your fingers down my throat to help me throw up when I refused to do it. 3, involuntarily becoming my scapegoat when Mrs. Chang caught us smoking on the deck at Snug Harbor. Jamie's mom comes out, sees me with a cigarette, puts her hands on her hips, and glares at me, and I was like, "Chris, Jamie, do it!" 4, being somewhat patient on a road trip with me in my freakishly small bladder where I asked you to stop every 20 minutes. And number 5, putting up with all the past boys I've dated, including the one who tried to open a bottle like it was a can of soup. For all these reasons above and more, I'm just as appreciative of you as I am of Jamie. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to present you with a small gift. I won't explain the meaning to everybody, but I think you'd get it. You're welcome. me. I can't imagine my life without you guys. Seriously. You guys make my world that much more entertaining. You guys are always helpful and supportive. You guys make the good times even better. And you guys are just overall the